So look, if you want a girlfriend, what should you be doing? How do you do this in 30 days? Day one, I want you to focus on what are your goals? What type of girl do you want? What type of girlfriend do you want? What type of look do you want her to have? Do you want her to be more short, thin, more voluptuous, brunette, blonde? Just have an idea in your head of what type of girl you're looking for. Personality-wise, what are you looking for? Okay, really think deeply. What type of values, what type of qualities, what are you looking for? Okay, must you be into fitness, health? You want your minds to be primed for what you actually want. That's day one, okay? Then, the next 4 days, I want you to be approaching hard. I want you to be taking action. I want you to be speaking to a minimum of 10 girls every single day, okay? I want you to go out there, tell them that they're cute, and have conversations, okay? So now we're on day 5. Just have conversations, do the best that you can, okay? You're 5 days in, you're having conversations, you would have had 40 conversations, 10 conversations a day, and you would have primed your mind for what you're looking for. Okay, so after day 5, now for the next 5 days, I want you to be having conversations, and I want you to be thinking to yourself, okay, my goals in these conversations are to make her laugh, to tell her a little bit about me, to find out about her, and to get her number. Okay? Very, very important. That needs to be your focus in every interaction, okay? And you're having, again, 10 interactions every day for the next 5 days, okay? So now you're going to be on day 10 total. What's going to be happening in these interactions, you're having conversations, you're telling her a little bit about you. When you're explaining about you, when you're talking about you, try show value, try show the cool aspects about who you are. When she tells you about her, okay, listen to her, okay? Never leave the interaction without going for the number. Never leave. How do you go for the number? You're actually very cute. We should grab a drink sometime. Okay, what's your number? You're actually very cute. We should grab a drink next week. What's your Instagram? Okay? Never leave the interaction, no matter how awkward it is, without going for the number. If you don't get through everything else of telling her a little bit about you, getting to know a little bit about her, making her laugh, if you don't get through enough of what you want to get through, still go for the number. Never leave the interaction without going for the number. Now you're on day 10. Okay, now what I want you to do, okay, now for the next 5 days, okay, so you're going to be on day 15. I want you to make sure that you increase the reps. I want you to try, open, and approach 20 girls a day. Your sole goal, now you've conditioned your mind a little bit to having conversations, to getting her laughing, to her speaking, to you listening. Your sole goal now is to reward the girl in conversations and tell her why you actually want to go on the date. So whatever she's saying to you in the next conversation, so now you're on day 15 at the end of this, but you're going in 20 interactions a day, okay, every single day, and your sole goal, you're still doing everything else, but your sole goal is to reward what she says, reward qualities that you like, and tell her why you're excited about going on the date. You know, I'm actually excited on going on the date because you're actually really cool. You have a very feminine personality. I like the fact that you're into fitness and health, so I actually want to see you again. And then again, never leave the interaction without going for the number. Okay, now you're on day 15. You've approached, over 100 girls at this point. Now, you need to make sure also that you're texting every single girl. So every single girl that you've met in the last 5 days, and even 7-8 days before that, okay? You can also text them as you get the number, of course. But now you want to focus every single interaction that you're having, and also the interactions that you had before, you need to text them. And the text that I want you to send is straightforward. Hey cutie, I thought it was really cool to meet you. Would be great to have a drink next week. When are you free? Simple as that. I don't want you to get lost in texting. Just go straight for it. Okay? Now, what I want you to do, now you're on day 15. Now I want you to keep going out from day 15 all the way to day 25. Keep doing 15 to 20 interactions, if you can, a minimum 10. And all I want you to do is keep doing what you've been doing, getting numbers and messaging them. Hey cutie, it was really cool meeting you. Let's definitely grab a drink next week. When are you free? And respond to every message, set up dates, okay? I want you to be going on dates during this whole process. Going on dates, setting up the dates, going on dates, okay? The messages should always be taking you towards the dates, okay? Fit in those dates on those days. Now you're on day 25, but also during these dates, what I want you to start thinking about is how can you actually start telling the girl and forming a connection and telling her why you like her even more. Tell her why you like her. Tell her what you're actually looking for. Okay? You're actually looking for, don't force it on her, but you're actually looking for something serious. If it's the right person, you don't want to force anything, but you're looking for the right girl in your life. Tell these girls what you're looking for on the dates. Okay? You're going to be on day 25, but hopefully you've already gone on some dates. But if not, push dates for the next few days. Okay? And then on these dates, if you can, set up the second date. Okay? Very, very important. And then you can start to, any girl that you set up a second date, this is probably going to go towards a relationship, and you've already told her what you're looking for, and she's responded well. Okay, she's responded with, okay, that's also kind of what I'm looking for. And now you're on the way to making that girl your girlfriend. Simple as that. Okay, if you do this, you will get that girlfriend. You can speed things up if you want. It depends where you're starting from. You don't have to put in so much work on those first 15 days. You can do what I said on the first 5 days, okay? And then have lots of time for dates, okay? And then you're going to increase those chances. But ultimately, it depends where you're at. It depends on your journey, your skill level, how comfortable you are interacting with women. But you want to do this process, and then you'll get a girlfriend.